lie. I literally just came up with this off of the top of my head. I was just sitting down and I was like, I'm bored, and I had gotten a couple new products in the mail from Ulta, so I wanted to, you know, use them, and I'm actually very happy with the way this look turned out, being that it's only this is my second time doing a cut crease, and then this is my first time using glitter with my cut crease. So it's not perfect, but I think I did a pretty good job. So I will definitely be having more looks coming up for you guys, and if you guys like this look, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see the rest that are to come. And I will be doing a prom get ready with me. But I just wanted to talk about two products real quick that I keep looking at myself and I'm liking them more and more. It's the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This foundation is really good. It's full coverage, and it didn't look cakey. It just looks so nice and flawless. And then I went over it with the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder. I wouldn't recommend using this. I didn't even see that this has SPF in it. Let's do the flash test. Let me see. I want to see if I'm gonna get a white cast on my face. It looks a little white, just a tiny bit, nothing crazy. But I mean, I actually really like how it made my skin look, but I won't be using this on the night of my prom because I do not want my face coming out white. One thing that you guys always have to keep in mind when you're going to any event or doing makeup for any event that will be having flash photography, don't use anything with SPF because it will leave a white cast. It'll make you look like Casper. But yeah, I'm gonna get into the tutorial now. I hope you guys enjoy this look. So I'm starting off with my Shea Moisture African Black Soap Skin Toner. This is such a good product. It's helps my face so much. I spray it on all the time before I go to bed, before I do my makeup, just to add some hydration to my face. It brightens my skin tone a lot, and it's been helping with my acne marks a lot as well. For primer today, I'm going to be using the Becca Backlighting Filter Primer along with my NYX Pore Filling Primer. I really like that primer. It makes my pores look so smooth, and it makes it look like they're not even there. When applying any pore filling primers, I usually like to pat the product in because that way it puts the product into the skin instead of me just rubbing it around on my face. So first we're going to go in with the eyes because we are going to have a lot of fallout and we don't want to ruin our foundation. You can conceal your eyes with an eyeshadow primer, or you can just use any concealer that you have. I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. It is so full coverage. I love it for this. After setting the eyes with any powder that you have, any translucent powder, any powder that's close to your skin, we're going to take that peach shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette, and I'm going to take that from outer corner to inner corner, and I'm going to put that right into the crease. And as the brush starts to lose product, I'm going to blend it upward towards my brow. I was actually winging out my eyeshadow, but later on in the video I decided that I didn't want to do a winged cut crease. But if you do want to do a winged cut crease, then keep the wing. If you don't want to do it, then you can wipe it away later, or just don't do the wing to begin with, but it's up to you. Now dipping into my Morphe 350 palette, I'm going to take that orange shade at the top row, and I'm going to take a tapered blending brush, and I'm going to do the same technique that we did before. I'm going to place it right on top of the transition shade, and I'm going to take it from outer corner to inner corner, and I'm going to really hollow out the crease. This shade is coming up brown orange on camera, but it's really a red orange, and I'm going to take that same tapered blending brush and I'm going to put it right where we put the other two colors, and I'm going to blend once again outer corner, inner corner, hollowing out the crease. Now I'm taking the color right underneath that red orange and I'm taking it on the same taper blending brush, but this time I'm really getting into the crease. You want to keep that color really low so you can have a really nice gradient effect, and when you cut the crease, it's going to give your crease a lot of definition. Now I'm cutting the crease. You can use any concealer that you want to use. I recommend using a concealer brush for this step, a really thin one, so you can get the line really precise. You want to take your time on this because if you mess this up, you're going to mess up the whole entire eye look. So really take your time so it can come out as perfect and as sharp as you want it. Now I'm taking these two shades from the first row on a ColourPop flat shader brush. I actually sprayed one of the eyeshadows directly, that's why the pan looked like that. But I'm taking that and I'm patting that on top of where we placed that concealer. I messed my cut crease up a little bit while putting on those two shadows, but I just took that same tapered blending brush that we were using and I blended it right away. Now I'm going in with my ColourPop blending brush and I'm taking that shade that you saw me pick up right there and I'm putting that right on the outer third of my eye and I'm blending it back and forth in between the two Morphe colors and that color so it can look really diffused. And then I'm going to go pat the two Morphe colors over again so we can build back any intensity that we lost. I'm just wiping away any fallout that we had along with making that line sharp, but I didn't like how the line looked, so I wiped that away. And then I took a blending brush and I blended the edges out. Taking my NYX glitter primer and my NYX glitter brilliance in the shade copper, I'm going to take a really small precise brush and I'm going to take the glitter primer and I'm going to first use that as a base for the glitter, and then I'm going to take the same brush, dip it into the glitter, and I'm going to line exactly where we cut the crease. And you want to be very patient and very precise with this step. Taking my NYX matte liquid liner, I'm going to create a nice sharp wing. I couldn't add the clip of me putting my eyelashes on because I was out of the frame, but I used my Ardell Lashes in the style 250, and for foundation, I'm going in with my Clinique 2-in-1 Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in the shade Golden Neutral, and I'm placing that all over my face, and I'm blending it out with my Damp Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. For concealer, I'm going with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I really like this concealer, but the only problem is that I bought it a couple shades too light. I believe this is in the shade NC20, but whatever, I'm going to make it work. I love it because it is so full coverage and it's so easy to blend out. I just love the way it makes my face look. Since it's so white, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer to tone down the color a little bit, and I'm also putting it on the bridge of my nose, center of my chin, and the center of my forehead just so it can balance out the rest of the face. Whenever you buy or use a concealer that's a little too light for you, you always want to balance out the rest of your face by applying it to the center of your face. This isn't really anything new, but I'm just setting my concealer with my Maybelline New York Loose Setting Powder in the shade Light. Now I'm setting the rest of my face with my It Cosmetics CC Plus setting powder. I'm just using a flat top kabuki brush for this so I can really get the powder into my skin and it can keep my face matte all day. Now I'm just wiping away any excess powder that I had on my face. Now I'm taking my ColourPop pencil liner and I'm popping that right on my waterline, and I'm taking a brush to pull down my waterline so my finger, the heat from my finger won't mess up our concealer or any of that stuff. Now I'm just giving my eyelashes a nice coat of mascara using my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara in Carbon Black. Now taking my LA Colors I Heart Makeup Contour Palette, which is clearly loved, I'm going to take the two bottom shades and I'm going to give my face some definition. For highlight, I'm going to be grabbing Satin Sheets for my Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and then I'm going to be taking Laura Geller Gilded Honey because no makeup look is completed without Laura Geller Gilded Honey. That is the best highlighter in the world. But anyway, I'm mixing them and I'm putting them on my nose, the tops of my cheekbones, the tops of my forehead, the center of my chin, and the center of my forehead. And then I'm going to be taking Satin Sheets and I'm going to be putting it in the corner of my eye for a pop of color, as well as right underneath the arch of my eyebrow. I didn't want anything dramatic on my lips, so I'm just taking MAC Velvet Teddy, and then I'm topping that with a MAC lip gloss, but I actually forgot the name of the shade, so I'm just going to write it down in the bottom bar below. And to finish off this look, I'm going to bathe myself in the Bedescu Rose Water Setting Spray. Oh my god. I don't use this. I use the contour part. I would have been fine if this one fell out.